can believe.
Rich people love living.
Yeah.
They
It's their
love
favorite
living.
thing to do.
They don't care if poor people go and die in Iraq.
No.
Yeah.
They'll write song. They'll let song and movies going.
Yeah.
They say he died with honor. You
Yeah.
know that, but they like living. Like
Yeah.
go to areas of really rich people. They do everything to live. Like the doctors are great. The produce is great. The food is great. Everything's fresh. They won't let factories near where they live because they want clean air.
Right.
They like to live.
Now, it's a working class thing to be like, I've done enough time. I think it's time for me to go in peace. Like that whole I've been on this earth long enough. I just want to go out in peace. I've lived a good life. That's a very working class thing.
Yeah.
Whereas Rich is like, I'm just going to stretch this thing as thin as possible. I don't care if I'm a corpse that's being propped up and pushed around.
Yeah, you seen that tech CEO guy who's like trying to keep himself young?
He's putting his son's blood in him.
Yeah, he's putting his son's blood in him. You haven't seen this guy? I forget his name is like Brian something.
And his son is his like blood boy.
Yeah, he's having a blood boy. He's really confirming
forcing his son to give him blood transfusions.
Yeah, but that I think a lot of like athletes do.
Yeah,
stuff
Brian
like
Johnson has taken his reverse aging journey to new levels, conducting the world's first multi-generational plasma exchange with his then 17-year-old son and 7-year-old father earlier this year.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so he's really trying to get himself young.
Dude, he's a creepy
he does not
looking
look
fucker
young.
too.
He does not look that young. He's in great shape and he's very lean, but you look at him, he's like 46. You're like, yeah, he looks about 46. I mean,
yeah, you're not the thing about a lot of the people that are trying to do this stuff is it's not going to work.
No,
it's going to be awesome when he gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, it's not going to work, and you know what it is? He enjoys it. That's the thing. He enjoys.
He's a neurotic freak. I mean, he's obsessed
not.
with dying and can't stop thinking about it. So he's devoted every waking moment to eating, 4 grains of quinoa and half a mushroom, and every 6 weeks.
Putting his son's blood into
Putting his son's blood in. He goes to like a fake UV thing to get the right fucking vitamin D. He's like got this machine that shocks his ab muscles. And he's like doing this. It's like 100,000 push-ups or 100,000 sit-ups.
Yeah,
you're
people
insane.
like that are interesting. It is very interesting.
It feels like they're missing the point a bit. It's like, are you enjoying any time on the planet?
They're missing the point a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they're
a lot of the point.
That's what I mean. They're clinically insane. Like if you brought them to a psychologist, they'd be like, "Yeah, you're very neurotic."
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting to want to be here for 300 years.
I mean, well, yes,
I don't want to be here to I want to be here. I don't want to see next week. No, but I understand. Like living life and wanting to live life, but like. It's always interesting to me, like the people who want to live for 300 years. Like everyone they know dies. Every person they've ever met, and they just keep reinventing.
Yeah,
they're like, hey,
it's pretty narcissistic.
It's interesting
to be like everybody I ever loved is dead. I'd like to go for 200 more years.
I'd like to keep going if that's possible. It would be interesting though if they upload.
You never think like that. That's always it's kind of nice. You always like you want like a good 60. 65, like you're like,
yeah. I don't. Being old doesn't look great.
No.
Like old doesn't look fun. I know it's better than the alternative, I guess.
Maybe.
I also believe that something being longer isn't necessarily better.
No.
So if there's people that have been around for 90 years of real bad stuff.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily make it great.
It's been a shitty 90
I'd like
years.
70 years, and then anything above that would be a real gift.
Yeah.
There are people that are real healthy in their 80s, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people that are enjoying their lives at that age, and that's great too. And who knows what medical advancements.
They were enjoying their lives before.
Yeah. I mean, who knows what's coming down the pike? But it is interesting the people that want to be cryogenically frozen and brought back, or they want to upload their consciousness to like a
computer or
a
something,
MacBook, and just and then eventually that'll get put into a body, like a robot or something.
Christ. That's horrifying.
That'll probably happen.
Yeah,
it'll probably happen where your brain is in a robot.
You think we'll be dead before then, or do you think we'll see it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like things are weird now. The fact that AI has gotten as good as it's gotten in the past few years,
immediately.
I mean, I could see. In a certain amount of time, you have very realistic looking actual AI